Welcome back to the channel and a new video. And the video you have all been waiting for, guys. That massive cleanup on that sports cruiser boat that we've got. I know you've all been looking forward to it and really wanting us to crack on and get it done. But we didn't want to crack on until we had all the right gear to do the job. So huge thank you to Karcher. This is not sponsored, but we have got all of the proper gear to clean up that boat. We've got a new K5 jet wash, we got a steamer, we got a wet and dry vac, we got the chemicals, we've got everything to crack on with getting that boat cleaned. So let's get it all out and crack on and get that boat cleaned up. I can't wait to see what that's going to come out like, because I'm looking forward to getting out on the water with it. Pretty excited about this, just about to pull all of the new equipment out of Karcher. But Jennychem products, what we're going to do is actually get 3 or 4 different products and actually do some test patches, find the best one for it, and I think that's the one we're going to go with.
Ship ahoy! Oh mate, you want to hurry up and get it washed.
Look at the hat. You can't wait to get out on the water with this one, mate,
No,
can you?
definitely not.
To be honest, I'm really looking forward to it too. We don't know the greatest amount about marine engines, and we're not going to pretend we do. We're prepared to learn a little bit more about it, but we have actually got an expert in that field who's meant to be coming in one Saturday and actually going right through this for us. So the mechanical side of it, we're not worried about. The guy we bought this off was completely honest about everything that had been done. But the most important thing, I want to see that gleam.
Right.
I know the old captain does as well.
Oh, definitely, mate.
Let's get all the stuff out. We have got a selection of cleaning products, and the first one we're going to try, I think, is caravan cleaner, because this is a similar material, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But we've also got that algae off, which we used on St. House, and it was brilliant.
Yes.
And we've also got some TFR there.
Yes.
And some multi-purpose, all Jennychem products. And what we're going to do, this is probably the worst bit of the boat, isn't it? And we're going to do 4 test patches, but Chris said obviously do them far apart so they're noticeable. We're going to
just to butt in there, the only thing is with this one, it's a far stronger product. You dilute down to 20 to 1.
That's right.
So we could do it stronger, where these only dilute 3 to 1.
Yeah.
So we've diluted that at 20 to 1, but that's not to say we might not try it a bit stronger than that.
That's right.
This, basically see how it goes first with these.
And then just keep upping it a little bit. So let's actually spray these on, and we are going to let them soak. So we'll concentrate and do this patch first. I think that's big enough, don't you?
Yeah, just let it.
It's going to run this way.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we'll just keep changing.
That's that algae one.
Let's go over here in the middle with that one. It is clear, so we're not going to be... Oh, it's working already, look.
Is it?
Yeah, look what it's doing.
And that's at 20 to 1.
20 to 1, it's turning it all orange. That looks like that's going to be good.
Oh no, that's the one, isn't it? That's
yeah, a bit of TFR. Let's go over there with that one. And I think, Chris...
And then we've got the general purpose.
Yeah, multi-purpose. Jennychem. Let's do that down here. This multi-purpose is good for everything, and we use that for everything, don't we? It's a replacement for another product we used to have, but we can't say the name. No. Yeah, look, so that's working as well.
I think probably leave them for a few minutes.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes even. And then I think it's just a lightly wash off with a jet wash and see which one's cleaned it the best, don't you?
Yeah, let's do that. So what we've done, we've left it for a good 5-10 minutes. We're not actually going to hang off it with a jet wash. No. We are going to rinse it, and whatever one gives the best result is the one that we're going to use.
That's it.
I'm going to make sure that, well, I'm going to ask you to remember, because that was the first one, which was the orange caravan cleaner. Let's try that, yeah? Well, that speaks for itself.
Not bad, not
bad. And then the second one was the algae off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No good for this one.
No.
Yeah, no good for this one, so we won't use that. The third one was the TFR.
Yep.
Oh! There's our winner so far. Compare that to that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that one was the Jennychem multi-purpose, wasn't it?
Yeah. Equally as good as the TFR, isn't it?
I don't know, Chris. That's got some black spots on it.
Yeah, that
is
didn't have black
immaculate.
spots, so did it?
Oh,
so
I suppose, yeah.
I suppose it's all
So
I think probably spray some of that TFR maybe on that, because that's discoloured that. We don't want that to stain,
and
do we?
get it gone.
Yeah, or the general purpose maybe.
If this eats away at it, this is the product we're going to use, I think. But I will stick it in a bigger bottle.
Yes. It's not that one, Rob.
Is it TF? Oh, that's sorry, mate. It's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll leave that for 5 minutes, mate, and then we'll blow that off, I think.
I think so.
It is eating away at the yellowness, so you can see it, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, mate, that looks perfect.
I think it's going to probably be a case of only spray up a piece at a time, don't you?
Yeah, Chris, that's immaculate, that is.
But you don't want, I don't think you want, because I think the chemical will dry out by the time you got round the whole.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think you're going to have to, you're probably going to have to concentrate just on this top section.
And work your way down.
Yeah.
We're not going to...
But the only problem with that is the rest of it gets wet.
Yeah.
So it's...
Catch-22.
It's a bit of a catch-22. So, mind you, it'd probably dry off pretty quick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to time-lapse anything in here, but what I'll probably do is set it up here, because it'd be quite rewarding to watch, wouldn't it?
For
yeah,
sure.
we'll do that.
Right, mate.
Honestly, you just don't know how satisfying this is to do. I know it's satisfying to watch because I could actually watch somebody doing it, but seeing all of that just running off of there, when I'm not even scrubbing, just literally a bit of that TFR on there, and it just rinses off and come up like that. I'm just going to put this out there and say this is probably one of the most successful cleaning videos, clean up we've ever done. So I actually left that first bit in there, guys, just to show you what actually happened. I'm not sure what happened to the file there, but the sound was awful. But look at those results, absolutely unbelievable. I was questioning myself, how's that come off so easy without any scrubbing? So I'm just talking about now, I'm going to spray up this side. I did actually just say to Chris, make as much noise as you want. I'm going to time lapse, and I didn't time lapse it. I hit record and left it on live as it was. But I'm going to spray up this side, leave it about a minute, and then actually wash it all off and have a look at the other side. See it breaking it down. Yeah, you don't have to leave that on there for a minute. So a little bit of a blow off, just where I've been blowing the front of it off there with the jet wash, it's been flicking it all up that canopy. So wash that off, and then back over where I've been standing the whole time. It has got quite slippery actually, so nice to finally get it cleaned off. And any other little bits that have landed down there, it is quite hard getting in all those little gaps. I know we are going to have to open that lid up and actually go right inside by hand. But look at it, it looks incredible and looks completely different. Well, I'm hoping that looks as good on camera for you guys as it does for me. Absolutely incredible transformation just with a little bit of a wash. There's no more at the top we want to do. That is good enough. It's going to need a hand polish, isn't it? But I need to just get down and concentrate on getting all the sides clean, and then I'm going to have to go up the ladder just to blow off any excess that's blown on it. But yeah, what a difference. What a complete difference. And I must admit, I was not expecting that. Let's get on and get the whole this side of it cleaned, I think, and of course the other side as well. Let's get on with it. Guys, I can only apologise there for that bit of sound. Not quite sure what happened there. We got the latest Rode mics, and I think maybe one of the wires is a little bit iffy on it. We'll have to order a new lead in for it. Let's continue on. Hopefully we don't get any more problems with the sound, but let's carry on anyway. Straight onto the side. Got a little bit close here with the jet wash and ended up actually washing me clothes. But again, a little bit of TFR on there. Just going over the top of it with a jet wash, rinsing behind me off of the front bit that I've just cleaned, and all of it just seems to be falling off. There's no stubborn stains whatsoever that are not coming off with a little pressure wash and a little bit of that TFR traffic film remover. I believe that's got wax in it as well. It's TFR plus wax. It does say that on the bottle if any of you guys are interested in that. That's that side. At the top half, all done. I don't think that's meant to happen. Got a little bit too close there, didn't I? Guys, honestly, I can't believe how nice this boat is. This boat just doubled in value to what we paid for it. I know it was cheap anyway. A lot of you, for those of you that are watching this for the first time, we paid £1,500 for this boat, and we done one previous video of it arriving where we had to get a shipping company to actually collect it for us. But look at the difference. This is genuinely a beautiful boat. Once it's all cleaned, we're going to be taking that off and getting on inside it. I am going to clean them at a later date, and I'm not going to show it because you can see they have got a fair bit of green on them. And I did a little, sorry, I had a duck for a wasp there. I did a little test patch on there, and look how nice that's come up. But I don't want to drench all the inside of the boat. Just look at the difference in this. It is incredible. I'm just going to carry on. I mean, I've gone right down this side now. I was going to go down the other side, but I'll probably go across the back. Or actually, maybe not, because it is running downhill, isn't it? And it would make sense to start at the front so it all washes back like I have been. Yeah, I'm going to do the other side and then we'll concentrate on the back. But so far, so good. Don't forget, I haven't done this lower half yet. Should I do that now? I don't know. Yeah, I'll quickly go over and do this side so that this side's completely finished. After, we're going to need to just blow off any residue or any little bits and pieces that have fallen down. So you can see like these little bits here. We just rinse it after. Let's get on with it. So on the bottom half here, I just used the foam that actually come with the Karcher jet wash. Sprayed a little bit of foam on, went round it with a sponge and then rinsed it all off. There was a couple of stubborn stains right on the very front, but again, just used a little bit of that TFR on there, rinsed it off, and all of that washed off as well. So completely happy with that. Right, that's this side all done. And you can see it on camera, and it's like it here in person. You see here, it's a little bit yellow, isn't it? But nothing a good polish ain't gonna bring up. It looks rather fantastic compared to what it did. I was just gonna say, let's do a comparison to the other side, but the other side's not actually as bad. Well, saying that. Yeah, it's not as bad, is it? But it is still quite bad. I know it'll get quite repetitive with a wash video, guys, so I'm just going to crack on and get this side of it done. I think probably won't film it. I've bought the jet wash round already. I'm going to spray it up with some of that chemical just along that top edge and get all of that done. Might be a bit of a challenge here with a ladder. Anyway, let's do it. So I wasn't going to record the other side, guys, but I decided I'll just flick it on. If we use it, we use it. If we don't, we don't. And I decided I will just quickly show it, just so that you know I've done it, I suppose. But yeah, again, this side wasn't as bad, but a little bit of film remover on there, blow off with a jet wash, and job is a good one. Eau Rouge is on her way, guys. That boat looks incredible compared to what it did. And it looks like in the time lapse, it's all... Yeah, it hasn't took that long, but genuinely it's took a long time. And the last and final little piece is this back piece. And I think that's going to be the most rewarding, isn't it? Because that is the dirtiest part of this boat. What do you think, mate? Just passing. Looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Wonder if we... Oh, look at that. You parked that perfect. I can just get the ladder down. I'm going to spray that up, rinse it off, and I think that that's going to be enough. The trailer's already lovely. I've blown off little tiny bits of it, but it is actually in lovely, lovely condition. So let's get this sprayed up, get that washed off, and I think we are pretty much there with it. Chris did say he wants to take all these stickers off Lake District, and they're, I mean, it's not going back there, is it? And they're out of date now, so it'll be better to get them off. And there is quite a nice shine on this boat as well, so none of the chemicals have made it go flat, but it is going to benefit from a nice spin up with the buffer at a later date. We need to concentrate and get it running first. Let's get this cleaned up. So rewarding doing that front bit, but unfortunately the sound corrupted, so I thought I'd do a little bit here live just to show you guys. Oh yes, let's go halfway through the door. She's a beauty. You see it from there? Look, halfway through the door.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you want to turn that camera off for me, Chris, or flick it the time lapse, whatever you like? I'm going to carry on. Look at that, all pouring off of there. That is satisfaction guaranteed. Guys, put it in the comments. What are you like when you clean a car? Do you get satisfied when all of that grime starts coming off it? I know I do, and it never seems to get old. We're coming to the end now. I've sprayed the camera and covered that in water. All done. Well, mate, a good few hours work, but what do you think?
Yeah, it looks 100% better, doesn't it?
It just looks absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get that anti-foul off and change that to blue. I mean, that's only necessary anti-foul if you're leaving the boat in the water anyway, isn't it? But
yes, yeah.
It just looks like a completely different boat, doesn't it?
It looks lovely.
Yeah, all of that crud off of it, and it's obviously not been done for many years. Huge thank you in this video to Karcher for the new K5 jet wash. Absolutely knocked spots off of the K4, so much more powerful. There'll be a link for that in the description down below, and of course all of the Jennychem products that we use. They do that bucket with 6 of the best, was it?
Something like
6 products in it that me and Chris chose that are a must-have, and they do that as a bit of a kit, or there's a discount code. Of course, you can use that on any of their products. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already, we got some really good upcoming content, like that Porsche that hasn't moved for many years, and various other videos as well. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of that boat? It just looks black and white compared to what it did. I've had a little play with this today, the forward facing camera, because I do always forget, and it just records normal. I think it records 4K 30, and someone in the comments said, Rob, why have you got one of them silly filters on? You look like my kid playing with Snapchat. But genuinely, there's no filter. I just think I've had it on the wrong setting, and I can see now it is slightly different. You can tell we haven't got a film crew here, and we know nothing about recording, guys. That is the end of today's video on the boat. I know that the last couple of videos have been 30 minutes, and a lot of you have loved it and reached out and actually said, wow, I love the fact that that video was longer. And in those two particular videos, it was very easy to have 30 minutes. You could have made it a lot longer. But on this, it's quite repetitive, cleaning a boat. Guys, I don't want to leave it on time lapse with you watching me washing the boat for a 30-minute series. I know a lot of you would say we still get to see bits we haven't seen, but that is, I'm afraid, only going to be a 20-minute video for the boat wash. I've now got to make a call to the chap. He said, call me whenever you're ready. Of course, it is just a normal car engine, but it's been marinised, and we just want to get a bit more in-depth advice, where to start with it, and whether the chap actually wants to come in and help us out with it, because there ain't no way we're taking that boat to sea until that engine is 100%. I know you have to do a bit of trial and error, but that's a big thing to break down out in the water. We need to get a little outboard motor for it in case we break down, etc, etc, guys. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but that is the next step. Let's get him here, let's see what we need to order, get it ordered, and crack on and do a video on the engine, and hopefully get that boat in the water. As usual, if you did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up. We really do appreciate it, and of course it shows your appreciation. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't already at Salvage Rebuilds, and of course you can follow Chris on his jollies on Instagram only at Salvage Rebuilds, Chris. I only say that because a lot of people keep saying, what's Chris's channel's name? And this is the only channel we got. Drop your thoughts and your comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget the links for everything is in the description of the video down below. We'll see you very, very soon in the next one.